We are so glad to have you here. It's midday in Toronto, and Millie Dresselhaus is enjoying a leisurely lunch with longtime colleague Olivier Réaume at their favorite seafood joint. On this brilliant afternoon, she and Olivier sip cool drinks and talk nanotubes over Faroese herring and locally caught trout. The paparazzi are out in force, snapping away as Millie nibbles on her fish. She manages to lose them after the meal, when the restaurateurs allow her to slip out the back. But later that afternoon, a pair of young men run her down on the sidewalk. "Une photo avec vous?" they ask breathlessly. She agrees, and one of the men snaps a selfie. After thanking her profusely and wishing her a pleasant stay in Canada, he posts the memento to Instagram with the inscription, "Regardez qui est? Millie, #Millie, #Reine de Carbone." By nightfall, the post has over 722,000 likes and counting. The preceding fictional vignettes, starring the real-life scientist and engineer Mildred Millie Dresselhaus, were presented in a 2017 advertisement from General Electric as a vision of what the world might be like if prominent women in science were treated as A-list celebrities. I've added names and story details to the vignettes to help bring the video to life. The spot was meant to at once celebrate one of the most accomplished researchers of our time, inspire the next generation of women in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and inform the public about the company's plans to hire more women in technical roles. In addition to being the model for a doll and a target of paparazzi, Millie became the namesake of numerous newborns, the most popular dress-up costume at Halloween, and an icon whose image was plastered on cityscapes, T-shirts, and teenagers' text messages. The video was a resounding success and in real life went viral on social media. Yet this brief star turn for Millie Dresselhaus barely skimmed the surface of what she accomplished in her remarkable 86 years. Millie's research forever altered our understanding of matter, the physical stuff of the universe that has mass and takes up space. A longtime professor of electrical engineering and physics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Millie also played a significant role in inspiring people to use this new knowledge to solve some of the world's greatest challenges, from producing clean energy to curing cancer. As her nickname suggests, the Queen of Carbon is most often heralded for her pioneering work with one of the world's most abundant and versatile substances. Most of us know carbon as the smooth, slippery graphite of a pencil tip, the alluring shimmer of a diamond ring, and the Jekyll and Hyde of energy, both the basis of hydrocarbons that we transform into electricity and petroleum-based commodities, as well as the byproduct of fossil fuel combustion that's warming Earth's atmosphere at an alarming rate. Carbon is also the stuff of life, the element that makes compounds organic, and one of the few elements present in all of the living organisms we know about. Scientists say there are about 10 million carbon compounds, with more being discovered each day. As a result of Millie Dresselhaus's insatiable curiosity about our world and her nearly 6-decade career as a scientific explorer, we can thank her for significant leaps in how we think about carbon's various forms and the company it keeps. In her early career, Millie employed a recent invention, laser light, to probe carbon's inner workings, to distinguish how, for example, flat layers of carbon atoms act differently from carbon crystals of 3 dimensions, especially in the presence of heat, electrons, or a magnetic field. And she predicted the existence of what we now call carbon nanotubes, sheets of carbon atoms rolled up into minuscule cylinders that can be remarkably adept at conducting electricity. Based on Millie's far-reaching foundational research, scientists and engineers have made enormous advances at the nanoscale, with structures on the order of 100,000th the width of a human hair. Spherical carbon buckyballs, cylindrical carbon nanotubes, and 2-dimensional carbon sheets known as graphene have been developed for use in energy storage, medical research, building materials, and paper-thin electronics, among many other applications.